Sparrow didn't know that this was my truck, and that tire is as big as her. My dad and I have 6 of these trucks. There's 1, 2, 3. There's another one up at my shop. That's 4. There's one in town of Homer is 5. And there's one out on the spit, which is 6. We don't need 6. If you want to buy 3 or 2 or 1 or 4 of these, let's talk. Send me a message in the comments. They're all in various different states of running this. 5 of them run. And the 6th one is a parts truck, and so that's what we're here to do. Is I am here to take the radiator out of the parts truck to put in another one of the trucks which has a leaky radiator. So that's what I'm here to work on. It's not actually this truck. This truck I'm going to fix the brakes on, but that's a good wintertime project. Let's go look at the radiator in the parts truck. Here's the parts truck. Here's the radiator. I'm just looking at what kind of tools I'm going to need to pull it out. Got antifreeze in it. I can feel it in the lower hose. That's good. Got a petcock down there. I'm gonna have to drain that to let the antifreeze out, so I gotta get a catch basin. Those bolts are on the front of it, it looks like. All right, I think I know what I need. Yeah, that noise that it's making is up there. That is, see where there's like that plastic box on top of that hose, that pipe? That is a valve. It's an automatic valve that opens the air. So this big tank is full of air. And when we turn the lights on, that valve is hooked up to the light. See, it plugs in up there next to the lights. So when you turn the lights on, it opens that valve and allows air to go out of the tank and into this whole pressurized system that's air for the shop. So that way, when the lights are turned on, there's air supplied into all these things, which then that gives me the ability to like fill up tires and use air tools and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna need this yucky thing.
2,000 years later.
Forgot the camera. I just drained the radiator. There really was like practically nothing in it, which is a little bit worrisome. So I just pulled the hose and drained the radiator, and there's almost nothing in it but a little bit of water, which is definitely a little bit worrisome because maybe that means that the radiator already has a hole in it or burst or something. So we'll see. We will see. Have to bring it back to the shop and pressure test it. Now I'm just unbolting the radiator.
Almost up. Actually, snap through here. Is that okay? Is this thing strong?
Yes, it's very strong. I got the radiator out. There's like kind of some gunk in here. Like the oily water isn't super great, but it looks pretty good. I don't see any major spots that look like they were leaking, but it's been a long time since I think this radiator was used, so we're just gonna see how it pressure tests at my shop. Just in time.
Justin. Hi, I'm Justin. Look at that. Just in time.
My dad just reminded me that the best way to pressure test a radiator is by putting a bicycle inner tube over the two inlet and outlet ports, and then you can pump it up with air. And we're like, where are we going to get a bicycle inner tube? And then we found this sitting in the mud. Maybe we can make that work.
Look, we could just saw it here,
Yeah.
and there, and then take
Yeah.
half the tube.
Yeah.
Or not a little more than half.
Yeah, like there.
I guess we could just split it once and then peel it away.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Gonna need a wrench. Put that down, will you?
Oh, there might be a key block.
We think it'll work.
We'll see, won't we?
Yes, sir. About 4 pounds.
That's a good question, Sparrow. Grandpa Otto thought that this might be something you might like to try to do. Look what he's doing.
See, the
See how
radiator,
these are all messed up?
radiator can't get air through it.
Air
so
needs to be able to go through this.
I'm cleaning the
So he's straightening them back out where they got dented.
Fin. Time consuming. Part of the cooling, the water goes through these tubes here, and it's connected to these tubes, and they connect to the air. So the air goes through here, cools the tube, and then it cools the water. That's how radiator works. Even a radiator in your house, water heaters, they all work by exchanging heat, one type of heat for another kind of heat. Because flame heat heats up something that heats up water. They actually make a little thing, Sparrow, it's called a radiator comb, and it goes in there and you can do about 4 or 5 at a time. Little plastic comby thing like your little dog brush. Well, I just got to make it so they all let air through. That's a good reason never to pressure wash your radiator. Put a pressure washer on your radiator, you can fold these over. You think you're cleaning the radiator and actually you're damaging it. Even cleaning a radiator with air, you have to be really careful. Oh, well, we could just fill it with water, and then that'd be another idea, I guess.
Hey Sparrow, come watch this. This is how we figure out if it has a hole in it or not.
And what this does is the inner tube, the radiator can't handle very much pressure, so it can only handle so much pressure. Oh, that's probably good pressure, huh? Kinda looks like artwork.
Now I'm spraying this with soapy water and we'll see bubbles. Look, see how that's making bubbles right there. See that? That's leaking some air. I think this radiator's fine. Well, I think this radiator looks good to me. I don't see any major leaks, so I'm gonna call this a win. I sprayed all the bottoms of the tubes and the tops of the tubes, and they're pretty good.
Now we'll soap that greasy area up, maybe we can blow it up a little bit. Wash it a little.
Got some
Don't.
degreaser shit too.
It's not gonna fit.
What do you mean it's not gonna fit?
It's narrow.
This is narrower?
Yeah, get your tape measure out. I don't know, maybe I hope I'm wrong. Overall width comes that way a little.
Huh? 27 and a half. What? Little 27 5/8.
It was 20, it would fit in here.
This is, yeah, 29, almost 30.
You got all these braces and stuff.
Yeah, that's why the other one had a brace. The brace was taken out and it was moved to this side, welded on down to here on the other truck. And then there was angle iron put in here that allowed it to bolt on. Oh, you and I tried bending it over. You bent it over.
And we should just take it out, pressure test it, and solder it, and put it back in. Oh. Damn it. I mean, one work one way, one work the other.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God!
Yeah, come on up, girl.
Well, son, it's more of a job than you thought.
That radiator looks really bad. Really, really bad.
I think
I got to put the radiator in that we wanted to put in. This one that we've been working on over here. But I need to build brackets and I need to do all kinds of stuff to make it fit.
so. That means taking the grill out, taking the radiator out, taking the brace out. I would recommend putting the radiator just a little farther ahead if you can. Get it a little way farther from the fan. Looks to me like what happened here at some point is this thing got shoved into the fan. The fan took that out.
Yeah.
Well, the thing's working though, right?
Yeah, the truck?
How bad is it leaking?
You know, I got to pour water in it every day. You know, and it's getting closer to winter now, and I don't want to have to worry about water in the engine, and I was hoping to pour antifreeze in it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, darn, looks like we got a job cut out for us.
Dang it.
It ain't happening before lunch.
So after looking at the two radiator options, I have decided to put the good radiator, which we just spent time fixing, looking at, in this truck that's behind me here. But in order to do that, we're going to need to kind of redo how the grill is, take that radiator that's in there out, redo how the grill is, and build some kind of supports, do some welding, do some fabricating. But I think ultimately it's the right thing to do because it's going to make this truck that much more useful. So now let's just do some disassembly.
Hell, I'm expanding the diameter of the nut by putting a chisel, spreading it out, you see. Let me show you this one here. You see, you do that, and it makes it bigger, like sizing a finger ring. Makes it bigger, it loosens it, and it's amazing how well that works. Just having a little trouble getting in there without gnashing my fingers. Let's try it. Wow, it worked, man. That's a surprise. Well, that's actually still a good nylock nut, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than one for a pinch. I'd save it.
You want to get the other one too?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Oh, I guess you didn't chisel it.
I didn't impact it yet. I mean, you can see this one's leaking because it's got the impactor. It's all rattled to death.
It's got it. You got it. There we go.
Okay. Wow, that's a big radiator. Yeah.
This radiator's a lot smaller, and I'll bet that it wouldn't really be a good radiator in the desert. Look at that.
Yeah, it'll work.
You know, but here in Alaska where it's cold, this should work, right?
Let's keep an eye on the temperature gauge and make sure it's, yeah. It could be farther back.
The radiator?
Yeah, yeah. It's 3.5 inches away. You can move it back about at least an inch. No, it's too much. Yeah, there somewhere. Yeah, that'll be good right there.
So I kind of got the idea of where I'm going to put the radiator and mount it onto this grill, but I need to get this, I need to get these holes, get holes put in the right spot on here for the radiator to mount. So I'm gonna weld this onto this grill. I'm just gonna tack them on for a minute. Then I can set the radiator on here, figure out where the holes are gonna go. Then I'll take these back off, drill them on the drill press, and then I can weld them on in the proper place.
You think it's going to be worthwhile cutting a little notch out of here? You want to just, well, you know what, let's just, like you said, you can just cut the tab off, then we can just bolt to this anywhere. Weld those bolt heads down there.
All right, I just got this radiator mounted on the bracket. Now it's time to put it on the truck.
Oh, it's heavy. Yeah.
I think we got ourselves a brand new truck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a cinder block back there it should sit on.
Just gotta use the clutch and brake.
You got another 20 feet. Well, it hit that low tire.
Huh?
It hit the low tire.
Oh.
Park this thing right here for now. Go get the excavator. Start moving some dirt. Now that I got my truck working, I'm gonna take it up this hill, fill it full of dirt, and then bring a whole bunch more dirt back behind my shop. I'm trying to fill in that area back there, give myself a little bit more room. A lot of where Homer is, everything is steep. It's all on a hill here, so we're constantly trying to terrace and level spots out. So I got a lot of dirt at the top of the hill. Drive this truck up there, go get a whole bunch of dirt. I got the truck filled up. Now it's time to take it down the hill and dump it out behind my shop. Woohoo! I'm super happy this truck is working so good. Getting this area filled in back here. I want to put a little addition off the back of my shop, but in order to do that, it was really steep. I need to level it out. So I'm well on the way to doing that. Just a few more trucks and should be complete. So I'm really glad I fixed this dump truck. If you like this episode, make sure you watch more. I've got lots more content from everything that we do on the Kilcher Homestead. So lots going on. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. We will see you on the next one.